Oh, that's a bad angle. That's not a good...
The little whale tag after.
No. Oh! Turn it off!
Turn it off! Turn it off!
I didn't look.
Turn it off! Right
Oh
now!
my god.
Turn it off!
Let's watch that in slow motion.
No.
Why would you do that? That was disgusting. That might have been the worst thing I've seen on this podcast.
You're all gonna be mad at me.
God damn it, Chad.
There's your food, AJ.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
We're gonna clap sync. I'm gonna do it. You guys don't have to do it.
All right.
Just do it for the camera. Stop. Mother. God damn it. Fucking audio's gonna hit. I'm gonna hit audio spikes here. The only one I need is just. I can't believe.
Yo, that was flawless.
I can't believe you ever thought.
Why do you even tell us that you're doing it?
There we go.
Are we not clapping?
No, I just need this. I just need to make sure that one mic.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thanks.
Perfect.
That'll work. All right, that's all we need. Fuck.
All right, that's the show, guys.
All right, yeah, that's not
Wrap
synced
it up.
up.
All right,
I'll be in my trailer.
I'll see you guys next week.
I'll be in my trailer.
French fry. Thank you, Chad.
Go ahead.
So, guys, I have some news.
What you got?
Not good news. Bad news.
Is it about when you went to the 90s and got that jacket?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful jacket.
Sorry, I
The
just
colors.
imagine Will Smith wearing it in fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Hell
That
yeah,
means,
you
he's got
would.
good, that means he's got good style. All right, let me turn that.
I like how as soon as we have I should probably turn my phone on silent.
Exactly.
I can't believe how many layers you're actually wearing right now.
Oh, I'm actually pretty hot.
You will say it. It'll only get a little bit warmer.
I'm sweating.
Oh,
I got laid off on Monday.
Did
what?
you?
Yeah.
That means no luck on that $100, Chad.
Yeah, that's really what I'm getting to, Chad.
I get it.
Even yeah. Thank you, AJ.
So that sucks, dude. So like, so you got laid off Monday.
Monday.
Okay.
Why'd they lay you off?
Nah, they said too Jewish.
For a bank?
At a bank, no less.
Is it? 'Cause it's not because of the coronavirus thing, is it?
No.
You can get money if it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to. If it's for COVID, then
Well,
you'll be
I
fine.
mean, if
For a
it's
little bit.
that you couldn't keep up your numbers or something.
It's like, exactly, but numbers due to COVID.
yeah, so you could make
Okay.
that argument.
I think I should be okay.
Yeah, you should be all right.
I'll just get the government's pennies. Thank
There
you.
you
Thank you, Donald.
Unfortunately, they are pennies.
You should have hopped on this in March.
I was living on the government pennies, and I had to get a job.
Yeah.
I'm still living on government pennies, and I have 2 jobs. All right, we got to blank that. No.
You're doing good. You're doing fine. You'll be all right.
Don't worry, they're not coming after us until we make
Yeah, exactly.
something.
There you go.
Well, you got to blank that too.
My girlfriend's at her second job right now.
OnlyFans?
Oh, you dick.
I'm gonna get an Xbox.
Nah, she's working at the smoothie bar next to the gym I go to.
Oh, very
Oh
nice.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so she's
Well,
working
she-
with your other girlfriend? I was kidding.
And
Is
when
this
does
so
she
you
get
could-
off work?
Yeah. Huh?
When does she get off work?
4 o'clock.
I'm assuming this is so you could finally hit on a girl in public without being accused of sexual harassment.
Exactly.
Everything's a scam.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's what's that stuff in the back? What's that noise?
JJ's
Oh,
phone.
that's my phone.
Oh, that's your
He's
phone.
playing
Yeah.
audio.
That shit
He's
down.
got his own thing going on over there.
I was about to say.
It's like, fuck your podcast.
Sorry,
Oh
I'm
my
making
God.
my own second podcast
I was
called the
gonna say-
Podcast of the Mooks
He's got a
Podcast.
sub podcast going on during the podcast.
I'm subtweeting hard right now.
Yeah. I mean, our 3-month break in that opium den was pretty good, but I think it's time to start creating content. So I think we'll be all right. Nah, that's right, folks. You thought we were actually like planning stuff out? Nope, it was just vacation.
Just vacation.
3-month-long opium den. It was great.
I needed it so badly.
It's like I lived a different life.
I was a different person. Oh, am I supposed to keep talking?
No. Wait, I asked you if it was better. I didn't know if you were on your phone.
Was my different life better? Thank
Yes,
you. I
yeah.
needed to
Are
be
you really
brought
just going
back.
through Instagram?
Dude, I am gramming for us right
He's
now.
doing it. Yes, he is doing it for the company. So
Does this ketchup seem extra red to you?
It
It's
looks
the
like
light.
jam.
It's the light.
It looks like jam.
like the
It's
cheese,
the light.
the cheese looks extra orange.
It looks
and everything.
It looks like it's curdled. Your
Eat
ketchup.
up.
I almost don't want to eat it. I feel like it's like
Does it taste good?
human parts.
Which
Yeah, oh, yeah, it
McDonald's
tastes
Then
did you get it from?
It's fine.
like- right here.
Oh, I never go to that
Soylent Green is people.
Because I got us donuts and I got us beer. I even brought cream soda for you when you because I know you don't drink, so we could have easily gotten that.
one. Wow, cream soda for Chad.
Yeah, meaning like 3 for me and 1 for Chad, but it's all right.
Yeah, I'll drink
That's how
one.
it usually was. They're good.
I like a cream soda.
They're really good. It's a craft one for
Is it
by
a
Victor's.
creamsicle shandy?
No, it's just like a regular soda, but it's a cream soda. It's like a craft brand.
Have you never had a cream soda?
Oh, I've had cream soda.
Okay, there we go.
Have you had cream soda, Chad?
Yeah. I don't think you've met the youngest Jones, but he really likes that shit.
Yeah.
He literally makes his own cream soda now.
Really?
Yeah, my dad used to do it, so he just kind of.
Like father, like son.
There you go. That's what up.
What's the special ingredient?
Cream.
The only reason
Water.
AJ, the only reason your dad was making cream soda is so the government didn't know how much beer he was brewing.
He's got his own little microbrewery.
Right in his basement. That's only 4 feet tall. Dirt floor, dirt walls.
There is a creepy room off our basement that's solid cement. It's like got smooth cement walls on all 4 sides, and you
Yeah.
have to like break through the stone wall in order to get to it. It's very creepy.
Yeah. In your dad's will, there's instructions like do not open in case of these conditions are met.
So speaking of creepy, anything creepy at your new spot, Chad? Anything of interest?
I mean,
Because you moved. You just recently
not
moved.
particularly.
You live in an abandoned house now, right?
I
Over
mean,
by the.
It's impossible
over by
to
the
live
lot.
in an abandoned house because the act of you living in it thus makes it unabandoned.
You live in a post-abandoned house.
Well, all houses are post-abandoned before being moved into.
And also pre-abandoned.
Yeah, pre-abandoned. Post and pre.
Post and pre.
Just like your operations.
No, it's nice. The other day, somebody stopped at the stop sign on the corner in front of my house, and a dog jumped into the window. There's just dogs roaming the street around there. Like literally, a fucking pit bull came up to my yard the other day just to say hi. I was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh, you're a good boy."
Pitbull's like, you got any
don't
small
kill me."
children around here? I'm looking for a kid, 4 to 6.
I'd like to eat a small child, please.
I'm
a dog.
Ever since they defunded the police, they started using dogs as watchmen.
Just train dogs to be good boys and send them out.
Exactly.
They should just let the people government themselves.
Oh yeah, that always works.
So speaking of
Government themselves, not govern. Government.
Yeah, I want them to government themselves.
Yeah, I
so
feel like
fuck
the people
themselves.
should get together. They should create some kind of centralized body that can decide like the rules that the rest of us should have to like follow. Maybe we elect these
That's
officials.
different. That's different than what we have now, because now it's just a set number of corporations that elect officials.
Maybe instead of letting everyone vote, we'll come up with a system that we base it off population size.
No, it'll be one
Clusters.
It'll be one giant tournament of Russian roulette. That's the best way to do it.
You know what?
The only
I
way we
agree.
could accurately do it is if we have one big table of like 30 different candidates and one revolver. And eventually they'll have to reload. Sometimes they may actually put 6 bullets instead of 5, but they'll
If you've got
eventually
30 people in a circle, you might as well get like 4 revolvers going at once.
Yeah.
you just got It's like what's the
Well,
game?
right, it's 30 people, 6 guns.
Yes.
6 people move along, final round. And this way you get rid of all your competition. You know that you're not going to have political enemies come back after you.
Oh yeah.
They're
How
all
could you?
dead.
They're dead.
And if it are, it's going to be their wives and children. And I mean, those are just
Yeah.
easy easy to kill.
Dick Cheney's listening to this podcast right now, just jerking off. He's like, yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
He never
I think
lost an
so.
election, so
I think he is. He might either he died just recently or he's still kicking.
No, Dick Cheney's alive.
Dick Cheney's alive.
What do you mean? You'll never die.
He's part of the symbiote now.
The symbiote? Nice.
Yeah, the symbiote.
Symbiote.
Now, but speaking of dogs, I actually went on a sort of like a deep dive on trying to find the goodest boy that ever existed. Like the greatest dog. The goodest dog.
One good dog.
Yes, the dog who is the bestest of them all. And I actually found it.
The bestest good boy.
Yes,
The bestest
exactly.
good boy.
The goodest boy. And I actually...
Goodest best boy.
Exactly.
Chad, anything to add before we move on?
I think you beat that horse pretty dead.
So apparently what happened, I found this article in the Daily News about how in Serbia there was a group of kids that were playing in the park. And all of a sudden this giant fucking dog came out of nowhere and basically started attacking these small children and fucking these kids up.
As dogs do.
And all of a sudden, this tiny little dash hound named Leo decided to intervene and protected the kids from this giant ass fucking dog and held the dog off long enough until the parents were able to get and save the kids. However, the dash hound, unfortunately died while trying to save the kids.
Suffered from small heart attack.
Probably from getting mauled to death by that massive fucking dog. However,
Wiener dog against...
yeah,
Wiener dog faces dinosaur.
Against what kind of dog was it? The
I
big
saw
dog.
that video. That was actually some.
Yeah,
pretty
it was a bull
G
mastiff.
shit.
It was a raging bull
Jesus
mastiff.
Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was no joke.
yeah. So
That thing would fuck up Carl.
yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Carl's
Big ass
big,
dog.
but not that big.
Yeah, but it was a small village in Serbia, and however these villagers
Where'd the
came,
dog come from?
apparently they didn't really say in the article.
Roaming packs of dogs in Serbia.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've been to Serbia, but they've got more problems than the stray dogs on their street.
But the small village gathered up a little bit of money, and they actually made a small statue to commemorate the little dash hound.
Wow, little dog.
Yes,
There's-
really
yeah.
this is actually. Hold up, let me see. This is what the nice little statue looks like of the dog.
Nice. I love how it's laying down.
Yeah, it's Leo.
I expected it to be like Balto almost, like standing up, like real, like proud.
So then I went even further. When I saw the dog statue, there was a related link of another dog statue that had just recently come up, and this one's a little bit stranger. This one's in Turkmenistan,
Not a real
and
place.
yeah,
Probably not anymore.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Never
So,
heard of it.
so Austria-Hungary.
So I was at Czechoslovakia the other day.
so Turkmenistan
and
is
today it ends not that.
so Turkmenistan is a really small country, impoverished nation, like very very poor people, ruled by like a
Would've
horrific
never guessed.
horrific dictator. Apparently,
That we make more than.
yeah. Apparently, the country is so impoverished and like, oppressed that it's actually one of the most oppressed countries in the world. In fact, the only country that's more oppressive than Turkmenistan is North Korea on the ranking list.
Jesus Christ.
So,
It's a bad place to
however,
live.
they still have a very proud culture, and they decided that,
No
or the
proud.
leader, their great and noble and wise leader, decided that they were going to make a statue of their dog, their cultural dog, which is called what's it called?
They try to eat the statue.
The Alabay. And so what they did, this poor impoverished nation took its resources, or the leader did, and made this statue for their dog, a 15-foot golden statue of their dog, of their national dog,
I love that.
I would steal it.
surrounded by LED screens. By the way, beneath that dog are LED screens that show instances of the dog just existing. This wasn't
Gotta love dictators.
Gotta love dictators. All right, guys, we have a national surplus this year. Good job killing the resistance.
Good job. After we wiped out that village, we have $44 left.
Yeah, look at this. We are rolling in it. So we have two options. We can
Make sure you don't
feed the
eat
working
grass.
class.
Yep.
Feed the working class so we can continue to live. Or guys, and listen to this one. And also, I'm in charge, so agree with me anyway. 15-foot golden statue of the dog. What do you guys think?
Did this dog save people?
No.
Did this dog cure cancer?
I will kill you if you don't vote for the dog.
We build dog. But this leader is actually known for giving puppies of this dog away to other leaders that they're like really, friends with, or they want to like give as like a gift.
How many does
I'm
Putin
sure that's
have?
annoying.
Dude, no, that's the crazy part. Remember that video of Putin holding the little
Yeah,
puppy?
yeah.
That was that puppy.
Really?
Yes, so like he was giving the
I was
Have you
about to
ever
bring
seen
up that
that
exact
video?
instance.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
manhandles
Chad, have you
that
seen
dog.
that video?
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
leader of
And
Turkmenistan
Putin's
is like
what are you doing?
Yeah, he's like, so if for those of you who don't know what it is, the leader of Turkmenistan was gifting Putin this puppy of the Alabay, which is like the national dog of Turkmenistan. And they're one of the biggest fucking dogs on the planet. And the puppies are big, but they're adorable. But the leader of Turkmenistan is holding this puppy by the scruff of the neck. And you can tell that the puppy's really like in pain, not really comfortable with it. And Putin's sitting in his chair looking insanely uncomfortable because he's a big dog lover, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a huge animal lover.
Yeah, and so he's like really,
guy.
you could tell like he's
Good guy.
he's squirming
I
in
love
his
him.
chair.
Loves
like,
to kill him.
Yeah. And all of a sudden he just gets up. He's like, "No, let me take the dog." He
Yeah, he
holds
takes
the
it,
dog
and he is
close
like-
and
he is-
petting it and everything.
Putin even turns his back to the leader. And
Yeah,
is
he's
like,
real
"What's
affectionate
wrong
towards
with
the
you?"
dog.
It's only the second best.
Meanwhile,
video.
he's programmed the birds to kill him.
Only the second best video.
Only the second best video of him with animals when the pigeon walks by
Yeah.
and salutes him.
The pigeon, Putin waves to the pigeon, and the pigeon salutes him.
Pigeon turns, salutes
Turns
him, and walks away.
salutes him. Straight.
Great.
There's no other way to look at this video besides the fact that that pigeon actively saluted Putin and knew what it was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what really was weird
to run the
about,
world.
You know what was really weird? You know the really weird part
they're
about that
not
dog
real.
video were the comments because people were really upset that he looked like a human being for a moment. Like this guy has killed dissidents, reporters, gay people, like political opponents.
I mean, they're
Let's
from
mark
Russia,
that. Let's
and
mark
they're
that.
all communists. So
Capitalist.
Yeah. But no, like people really hated the idea of like humanizing.
socialism.
But no, people really hated the idea of humanizing him. Like they don't like to have evil people be human beings.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be evil 100% of the time.
Yeah.
have you ever heard of the Uncanny Valley?
No, what is that?
You don't know what the Uncanny Valley is?
No.
All right. So do you know the movie like Polar Express? Tom Hanks, and
Yeah.
you know how it's creepy because the characters look so realistic.
Yeah, because they used imaging.
Yeah. They say that the Uncanny Valley is goes all the way back to 300,000 years ago when Homo sapiens like evolved on this planet. We were one of 9 species.
Right.
Means there are 8 other species of humanoids out there, and we were the first ones to actually use tools. And so like all this
So we
history,
beat the fuck out of the
all
other
this
7.
history
Yeah.
of the other 8, all this history of us being like hunter gatherers and like peaceful and stuff like that, little villages. We literally went around the world and killed all these other the known world at the time, killed all of these creatures that kind of looked like us. And the Uncanny Valley goes back to that, and it's a part of our brain that when we see humans being reflected so realistic that we automatically see it as a threat, what the thing from Among Us, imposters. We see them as imposters, and we automatically get that guttural feeling that you just want, like it triggers our fight or flight, but
Right.
not the flight part. It only triggers the fight part, meaning that you only want to kill it.
Right.
And anyone who's comfortable with like imposters that look so realistic, but you can tell aren't human, it says that is a dangerous step in evolution.
Right.
Meaning that they've gotten too passively evolved not to recognize a threat or an imposter in your own species.
I
and that's the
remember that.
Uncanny Valley.
Right. I remember now as you describe it because game developers and AI scientists have been having issues with being able to beat that.
Yeah.
Because you're basically trying to beat hundreds of thousands of years of evolution.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to be able to get people to perceive that. Another example of that,
Instantly want to kill it. Joe Rogan did something about it.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan,
he talked
someone
about
did
that.
someone took a computer
Is this
composite.
nightmare fuel? Because it's fucking
Nah.
terrifying.
Someone
me.
took a computer composite of everything Joe Rogan's ever said, because he's been on TV basically recorded for the last 25 years, almost
Right.
every day of his life, between UFC, previous shows, and now 2,000
Who's Joe
episodes of
Rogan?
his podcast.
Fear Factor.
Yeah, the guy from Fear Factor.
Obviously.
News radio.
yeah, that guy.
Eat those testicles.
But
News
he,
radio.
they created a digital and used video of him in order to create like it looked exactly like him saying something, and he almost believed it was him, but he said that he like had a violent reaction to it, that he was like, I don't like it. It just makes me angry, and it makes me literally want to break the computer for looking at it. And it was just, it looked realistic. And he's like, if you didn't tell me this was fake, you could have told me it was something I would have said, and I would have believed it because it was that real. Yeah. But he got angry looking at it. And it goes back to the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
It just makes you violent.
Yeah, it's the same reason why you get really weirded out and violent when you see Zuckerberg on the internet. Because he imitates being human so well.
You can just tell he's an imposter.
Well, it's the thing. AI is getting like so fucking crazy. The fact that now they've got programmers from in San Francisco using this thing called OpenAI, where they're able to AI is actually being able to like blog, code, argue with people, shitpost, piss people off intentionally.
Yeah,
knowing
but
that posting something they know will make people angry.
It's not AI in the sense that we think of it. It is a learned behavior, but it's like a programmed learned behavior. It should just auto respond to things you say to it.
And then it
doesn't
that
actively
response,
think that like, hey, this is the right response. It just goes. It just sees what
programming.
you saw, and then it just follows an algorithm of what it should say next.
Well, how different?
It's not really AI. It's just an algorithm.
Well, how different is that from what we do from learned
Because
responses?
it's not. It's completely different.
No,
we put reasoning and thinking behind our
Critical
decisions.
thinking, yeah.
There's
Not just
AI and an algorithm are two completely different things. And
Chad, don't get upset that the computer's
Also, we're
smarter than
capable
you.
of coming up with a differing idea based on what we see. We can pull something else and relate it to it.
Like
What if it's programmed to do that, though?
True AI
that's the
can.
thing.
True AI can.
But it
do
doesn't
that.
exist
But
yet.
it doesn't fully exist yet.
But what if we program it to do that?
That's the
That
thing.
would-
It
yeah,
doesn't,
that'd be
it
AI.
hasn't happened yet.
I'm going to program it to exist.
Well,
Well, Google hasn't been able to break it yet.
See, like
Well-
when you tell these AI in West Philadelphia, it's
Born and
always
raised.
going to say "and born and raised," whereas an actual AI can be like, "Well, I don't want to say that."
Well, those AI used. Well, the problem with those AI, they used to be on the basketball court, shooting ball outside their school. But then these guys were up to no good in his neighborhood, and they started getting in fights. And then their mom's like, "Yo,
Started
you
making
gotta-"
trouble in my neighborhood.
I only bring that example up because it's the most used example when it comes
Right.
to Cleverbot.
Well, now here's
And then the AI got scared and sent him to live with his uncle and aunt, living in
Bel Air.
AI Bel Air.
Well, did you know that a lot of the scientists back in the '60s thought they'd have fully autonomous robots by the end of the '60s?
Can I fucking help you?
Did you match your socks to your pants?
No, I just put blue socks on.
Who the fuck owns blue socks?
Yeah, but-
I own
Or
blue
dress
socks.
socks.
Our
Our dress
Socks are
socks.
blue.
no.
Oh, mine are
Dave,
black.
scientists
Yeah,
always
they
did
look
crazy
ratty.
things
Yeah.
like that. 20 years before that, they thought everybody was going to own a blimp.
Well, they all true, but the
Have you guys ever seen Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow?
no.
Oh, great movie with Jude Law. It's like kind of futuristic.
Did
kind
you
of
just get here
steampunk.
from the 90s?
I'm telling you, he did. This isn't JJ. This is an imposter.
Are you guys getting angry?
We gotta vote him out. We gotta vote him out.
That's why he's wearing so many layers. He doesn't want to.
I don't want to show you the true me.
He's hiding all the cords
He's
and
got like
wires.
5 bug arms underneath all that.
Well, no, that's the thing with the AI scientists in the '60s didn't realize that you have to have a physical representation of yourself to be able to problem solve. So, like, if you take this phone, right? You look at this phone saying, "Oh, this is something that I can pick up. It's something that I use as a tool because
Something
objects,
tangible.
right? Because objects are tools, just like a pencil or that pen. If you don't have a physical body, it's hard to actually process that because we don't really process things in just what they are, but what we can use our bodies to
We
manipulate
utilize
them.
all of our senses
Right.
in order to interpret it.
Especially touching and grabbing.
Yeah, I
And
like to
so-
lick my phone.
So until AI started to have physical bodies, they would basically create infinite amounts of possibilities for how to do things with these, like a pencil, and they would end up crashing. But once they started giving AI body parts like hands, they started to be able to actually problem solve and figure out how things work on their own before just completely melting down from infinite possibilities.
Right.
Yeah, that was crazy. But no, that's not the nightmare fuel.
It sounds like it.
No, what I said was
thinking
just the
about that
uncanny
right now
valley.
is like melting my brain. Thinking
Yeah.
about being this being and the ability to problem solve, but having no idea how to do that as well because you can't comprehend
there's no
doing
limit.
anything.
Right.
But while also thinking you can do everything.
Yeah.
You ever see iRobot starring Will Smith?
You're really into Will Smith today.
Oh, every day. I love him. easily one of my top 5 black guys that I love.
Even when he got emasculated by his wife
I mean,
on national
when
news.
his wife was like, yeah, I've cheated on you.
No,
She laughed it off.
Yeah.
She's been entangled.
Entangled. Yeah. Did you
She's
ever
been
see that
entangled.
interview? You ever seen the memes of Will Smith like crying and it has his eyes
Yes,
like
I know
watering?
exactly what you're talking about, but I can still enjoy the guy.
The image of a defeated man.
I can still like
bad
him.
for him,
I mean,
dude.
yeah, I kind of think
It's
his
okay.
He's still
personal
with
life's
her.
fucked
He's
up.
still with her.
Okay,
That
but he
fucking
still
cuck.
is living a life.
That fucking cuck.
He's still living a great life.
And his little boy girl there.
His little boy girl's probably getting
Jesus
Judah or
Christ.
Jada or
Too far, Chad.
he said it
AJ,
first.
I know.
I don't know. It's my fault. I didn't even want to talk about the guy's personal life.
No. But the
Yeah,
night
but Chad, it is your fault.
That's fine.
but
I
no,
said he was a good man.
but no, the nightmare fuel that I was talking about was I had a nightmare about something similar to this, and I actually had to look it up and see if it ever existed in real life, and it did. So imagine being
Thanks, Dave.
in a submarine. It's dark, it's closed off, there's no way in or out except one way, and then all of a sudden a giant bear crawls into the submarine with you.
What?
Yes. I had a dream that a bear crawled into a submarine that I was in, and there was no way out except for getting through the bear.
And you know what? This did happen before.
Yeah, it did. It was so fucking crazy.
First, I want to know, what did you Google?
What do you mean?
Bear in a
bear in
submarine.
Yeah. So a Russian naval.
No, it was
Obviously
Russian.
a
Wait,
Russian.
Say it ain't so.
Obviously
Yeah.
Russian.
It was a Russian submarine that was docked. It wasn't underwater, but they had the port open, and there were some guys inside that were doing some electrical work on it. And a giant bear and her cub crawled into the submarine.
they're dead.
Perfect
Yeah,
dead.
it started to. They were
With a
exploring.
cub?
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, wait a second. So tell me, did they die or did they kill the fuck out of this bear?
They had to kill the bear.
Obviously, they
Well,
killed
yeah,
the
they probably had sidearms on them, huh?
They were told to
Oh, yeah.
neutralize all wild animals within the vessel.
Oh, man. See ya,
Yeah, how
bear.
could you not?
Yeah.
Nothing than
that bear that
AK-47.
Putin's riding, that's that baby bear all grown up.
All grown up.
The comments in those videos was great
Wow.
because it was just like the whole essence of Russia in one video.
Yeah. Dumb enough to let a bear come inside, strong enough to then kill said bear.
Dude, but it's fucking terrifying. Like a giant fucking bear. Like
I'm
a
sure
Russian
they were
wild
just
bear.
like, so we killed the bear? Duh.
Probably smoking down there in the
Yeah,
Russian
exactly.
submarine, just clam baked with bad tobacco
Yeah,
smoke.
that's why everything the
Smells like
Russians
cat
build
piss.
is better. Is because
not
not
meth
only
lab.
does it works under under tons of stress and bad environment. Russians aren't sitting in a tank without fucking.
Did you hear about the U.S.
Drinking.
warships? The U.S. warships coming into port now have all shown like huge signs of rusting, and they're only like 5-10 years old.
What,
and
like
they're
the
all
new
getting
Zumwalt?
rusted. Yeah, the new Zimmerwalt destroyer class is all just rusting.
$6 billion fucking?
Yeah, 'cause
Each.
they're trash.
Yeah.
And they're rusting, but it's only surface rust, so it's not actually like
Right.
bad. But it's like, can you imagine like our beautiful like fleets all just covered in rust?
Well, because they haven't been used.
No,
So
they're all out at sea.
we should
constantly.
probably start another war.
Oh yeah, China's coming.
We're
Oh,
running
it
out
is.
of oil.
Yeah, you realize
India just went from a green navy to a blue navy, meaning that they went from having less than 20 ships to more than 100 ships.
Which country?
India, the largest
yeah.
democratic military in the
India's
world.
gearing up.
They have a 1 million-man army in their democracy.
Oh, and did you see Iran stockpiling tons of like?
Dude, Iran's got a serious army. I'm not sure
Oh,
if
yeah,
you guys
no,
realize it,
Iran
but
has the
Iran is
fourth
a
largest
serious
army in the
military
world.
Good thing,
stick.
good thing we pulled out of the
it's a
Iran
land-
deal.
Iran has more
That's nothing to do
soldiers
with
than
that.
the U.S. Iran has
A lot of
more
places
soldiers.
have more
Yeah.
soldiers than the U.S.
U.S. is
We're
like
a small country.
Yeah, we only have 300 million people.
Yeah,
have
but we got
very-
but we also have like 300 million missiles.
Yeah,
True.
Well, and we have the Minuteman missile defense line. We have
The largest navy in the world.
Iron
the
Dome,
highest
largest.
aircraft. Yeah.
We have more tanks than almost every other military combined. If you take every other military combined, add up all their tanks, and then add up all of our tanks,
Yeah.
they only have about like 20 more than us.
Right. It's crazy. I mean, the fact
And
that
we've never lost a tank in the last 30 years in active combat.
right. I mean,
Abrams
Iran
A1's
has a
undefeated.
massive infantry, but their
We didn't lose
navy is
any
based.
tanks in like Iran.
No.
Is that true?
No.
We didn't lose.
Or Iraq?
We didn't lose any tanks in Iraq.
Did they just not send tanks?
No, dude.
they
They're
just
made out
lie?
of depleted uranium.
Yeah.
They're like 12 to 14 or 16 inches.
I'm not
thick
saying that's not
of
true, but
depleted
like,
uranium.
didn't like hundreds of thousands of soldiers die over there? And
Yeah,
we
but,
didn't lose
like-
a
Yeah,
single
Yeah, but you
tank?
also got to think we're not the only people over there, and tanks from other countries were probably
in
lost.
the wars,
fair.
the war against terrorism, we've only lost like 7,000 troops.
Yeah. Still.
That's a real thing. The U.S.
Really?
has only lost like 7,000 troops.
Oh, nice.
In the last like 15 years.
Yeah, And we aren't suffering huge casualties. I mean, yes, that's a
One
big
death
number.
is too many.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we've quickly maneuvered most of our efforts to just drone action,
Yeah.
as opposed to actually using the
In
boots that are on the ground.
2011,
Thanks,
in
Obama.
2011,
Yeah,
we had
thanks, Obama.
16 drones
Isn't
over
that good?
Afghanistan and Iraq in 2011. In 2020, we have over 8,000
Yeah.
8,000
We
drones.
went from 16 to 8,000.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
That's
thing.
imagine if there were 8,000 drones over your fucking country,
Yeah,
just
you-
fucking taking pot shots every now and then at the buildings in your
Right
city.
now, the FAA says that there's about 7,000.
we're still
That
here.
there's about 7,000 planes over the U.S. right now. The FAA says at any given time, about 7,000 planes in the air. That means that there's more drones over there than you see planes in the sky, and you could look up right now and probably find 3 planes.
Right.
So imagine how many drones are over these countries that are smaller than us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely insane.
Crazy.
But it's just like the problem with that though now is that's like it just perpetuate terrorism. Because it's like, oh, we can defeat the terrorism of today, but you're just going to create the terrorist of
You
tomorrow.
gotta
by
think
doing
you bomb
so.
one insurgent. You gotta think if the government randomly busted in here, said Dave was a really bad person, and shot him in the head, and there was no evidence on us, and we're like, wait, what? We've
Yeah,
known
right.
this guy.
They-
Like,
you take
yeah, he's
one
a
terrorist
pile
out,
of
you create
shit,
3.
but yeah, you create 3, and that's how insurgency grows.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly how it grows.
That's where you gotta root them out and kill them.
But hey, if there wasn't an impossible problem
That's why
to
if they
fix,
came
we
in to
couldn't
kill
get
Dave,
that
they would kill all of us.
unlimited oil.
That's why when people are like, "How do you defeat the biggest? How would you go toe to toe against the military?"
You lose.
Ask those rice farmers in Korea and Vietnam.
Yeah.
They had guns.
Yeah,
And
did.
weapons.
They had less guns and less weapons than we have today.
Couldn't defeat them.
Well, our country kind of exists because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? Also the French. Thank you, the French.
the French, of course.
On Black Friday,
Fuck the French.
the U.S. sold
They
more
helped us
guns.
make us a country.
Yeah. Teaching
They
the
are our
world how to
longest
surrender.
ally,
Yeah.
our longest and most staunch ally.
Absolutely.
The French.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We've never fought a war against them since.
They if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't even be a country.
Yeah, they
Right.
showed up just in time
With their
basically,
navy.
With their navy to blockade the
The British.
British, and then they helped us out in the War of 1812. Coming down, they held the British out of Canada in the War of 1812 after they burnt the White House. The U.S. troops, we couldn't manage any troops. It was all militia battle.
Yeah.
For north of the Mason-Dixon, south of the Mason-Dixon, we had a shitload of fighters because it's the South.
Yeah.
And they had actual like standing militaries that weren't fleeing from combat versus the North was failing. So the South pushed the British into the French, and then basically at the St. Lawrence they surrendered.
Well, the War of 1812 was basically a mulligan. Like, the treaty was like the shortest treaty ever written. Basically saying nothing was solved, nothing happened. This is just mulligan.
Right.
We'll be back.
Well, what it was it was literally one generation after the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, you got to think 1776, 1812. Not that far apart from each other.
About,
It's like
about
20
one
years.
generation. Yeah.
A lot of the same people fought in both those wars.
Yeah. Or their children did, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, wait, hold on. My dad said this."
My dad said you were a fucking.
You were a
French
fucking
fry.
nanny boy. Damn redcoat.
So
Yeah,
George
when my
III
dad said that fish and chips suck.
Yeah. George III was still the same king. George III.
King George III, yeah.
Yeah. He reigned
OG.
He reigned from 1760 to 1820. Holy fuck.
Unfortunately, his support of the American colonies was his downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, hey, you know what? Let's go help these colonies with the whole freedom idea. Hopefully nobody over here gets any ideas like that, though.
And then the East Indian Trading Company started breaking apart. I feel like we learned so much about the East Indian Trading Company in
Parts of the
high
Caribbean?
school.
Yeah.
In high school and shit. Like, it was
Because of Pirates of
constant.
the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's the reason I knew
Yeah.
about it.
But I feel like I learned about it
Right,
every
because you didn't
year.
learn anything in school down
Well,
here.
no, I definitely learned a lot about like.
They just put on movies. They're like East Indian trading card
All right,
game.
welcome to
Let's
American
watch-
history today.
put on-
American
they put on
Caribbean
Pirates of the
Pirates.
Caribbean.
No, we watched The Patriot and Forrest Gump almost every year.
We did watch The Patriot in the 7th grade.
Oh yeah.
But after that, they stopped.
So apparently King George III went mad. Like he went crazy.
Yeah, the mad tyrant, King George.
Well, apparently he went actually insane due to some like genetic blood disorder called.
Yeah, because his mom was fucking her own brother and shit. They're all inbred.
'Cause his
to keep
mom
it
was
They're
his
real.
all
sister.
inbred.
Yeah, it's like sister, mom, and uncle
Which
dad
makes no
told.
sense because like they knew that incest like
Yeah,
They kind of knew.
I need the pure
bred kids with
bloodline.
downs,
yeah.
and they just kept fucking their cousins.
Yeah.
Also, there was a lot more mutation. Like people picture people in the 1600s and 1700s as like we are today. They had a lot more warts. People were born with extra fingers and shit like that.
Yeah.
because it was really poor.
Farmers.
Poor hygiene.
Yeah, poor farmers, poor hygiene, no sewer system or anything.
Yeah.
But apparently he died of this thing called porphyria. Symptoms including aches, pains, as well as blue urine. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dave, that's the wrong King George.
No, it's King George III. Man is King George III, King George III, da-da-da.
That's King George III of Germany.
Oh, wait. No. No.
It is.
Wow.
But they're all.
Wow.
It's because
Germany.
they're all still related and shit.
That doesn't sound like a German name.
So funny.
Doesn't that again? They're all the same family.
they're all
you
the
can
same.
go.
Take
you
the
can
laptop
go
away
when it
from
comes
them.
to kings. You can go from Britain to Russia, and it's all the same
Dave,
family.
Queen
Dave,
Mary
you got,
of Spain.
You got
should-
egg on your face right there.
Dave, you should. I wish I had them saved still, but you should see these pictures of like all of the old Russian and British kings and like Austrian kings all getting together for photos and shit because they all 100% look like the same exact person. They all look like the same exact.
Different
person.
color hats.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they just got different. They got different color hats on and shit. But they all look like the same person.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're all from. You got to think they all. You know, it's like, oh, I had a daughter. She's gonna go to that. She's gonna go to that castle. That castle's gonna send a girl my way now.
Sir, this is your niece. Send her
Send her away. I'll never see her again.
to the tower.
To the tower till I have a fitting man.
Send in the raping boy.
Sends in the boy for me to rape.
That's the raping boy.
Okay, cool.
He's not someone that they hire to rape people.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wait, what's my job?
You get to go in and rape the princess. Perfect.
He was then promoted to cabin boy. It's like, oh, I get to go in the sea. Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Yes, you do, laddie.
Oh, I get to go to the sea. You have soft eyes. What?
You'll see plenty.
Touch your toes. What?
Oh my God.
You guys hear about the monoliths?
I think that's bullshit.
I saw other videos of people that actually went to them and explored them, and they're made out of things like rivets.
Yeah, they're made out of steel. Like, there's no question that they're man-made. It's just like there's no evidence of who put them there.
Oh right, but it's
It's
just
just
some
weird.
art.
I
Thought some
know, but
artists-
you know that
I
there's
thought some
3 of them
artists
now.
came out.
No, there no artists
Oh,
came
well,
out.
did you hear in the third one churchgoers took it down and put up a cross? Dave, fact check it.
That sounds weird.
the
Monolith
guy
cross.
posted the video of destroying
I mean, I
the
definitely
first
don't
one.
feel like it's just one person.
Actually,
at this
the
point.
guy posted the video of destroying the first one. And he makes a really good point. Where it was in Utah, like it's man-made. It's obviously like
Yeah.
some kind of art thing, and it's steel with 2x4s inside. And the video of it being destroyed is online. But the guy brings up a really good point that where it was in Utah had. So I support the guy destroying it.
Okay.
Because where it was in Utah normally has about
environmentalist
6
issue.
or 7 visitors a year. They've had like 7,000 people in the last month from all over
Right.
coming in because it's in the middle of nowhere and you just drive your car across the fucking desert.
Right.
And they're just ruining like all this environment. Like there's people setting up coffee stands and shit like
the
that.
Yeah,
the
fuck
guy that
that.
put it there never really meant for like.
Yeah,
to
it was
be
just
found.
supposed to be it was just supposed to be like for himself.
Right.
But the guy who went out and destroyed it, I support that guy 100% because
yeah.
I get it. It's like they just ruined this
Yeah,
environment.
and
that's
he's like, it's not like it's a park where there's like trash cans and things set up.
Yeah.
There's just like trash everywhere. Like it's becoming like a shithole.
Yeah, the monolith that was turned into a cross was in California.
So you did see that.
Yeah, so California
There's
model
4 of
is a
them now,
real different
right?
Place.
I think that's the third one.
There's Utah,
One
one in Hungary or something like that, in the mountains or something.
Yeah,
And then I thought there was one in Australia.
maybe.
I haven't.
It's probably-
I
it's
think
probably
I might have
inter-
heard of that one too, but who cares?
It's probably
just
internet
fucking.
rumors.
It's just copycats at this point,
Yeah.
It's just
obviously.
a stupid
Exactly.
fucking ruse
Like
at this point.
they weren't the same size. Like the first one was like 6 by 6 by 6 or something like that.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
If the first
three.
one, if the guy had made the first one, like put it in a better spot for one and had made it like proper, like welded
Yeah.
it and then grinded it down to be seamless and everything,
Yeah.
so you couldn't
Mitered
tell
it,
that.
mitered it
so like
together.
you would look at it, make it look like all one piece and like actually make it seem alien like.
Yeah, but he actually dug down into this million-year-old fucking sandstone and made it
Million-year-old sandstone. Isn't all sandstone
Well,
that
yeah,
old?
but it's never been touched. This is like stone that people have never like fucked
rocks.
with.
Yeah, look
But-
at my Earth. It's been here since the world
Anyways,
began.
he dug down into it, so now there's this huge crater in the middle of it.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Yeah, ruined.
God.
I'm gonna go outside and get you some of the most ancient stuff on the planet, dude.
Not around here, you ain't.
Find you a rock. Are you kidding me? I'll just grab a rock.
Beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like someone made that rock in a lab. That rock's been here since the beginning.
Right, but
In
I mean,
some
this
form.
is untouched. Untouched, like
What do you mean untouched?
like the where it was in Utah was completely untouched for
Okay.
history forever. It's never been.
History.
You leave the stove on?
Gotta take a big old poopy.
Really? You left that frantically to poop?
In that case, I'm doing a bunch of drugs.
Well, it's already coming out. So, how's everybody doing?
I hate both of you so much.
You know, I was thinking that too, but I
Chad
fought
literally
myself
said he
so
doesn't want
hard.
to go here because of you. Chad said, I don't want to go there. Is JJ
I
going to be
don't.
there? I don't want to go there.
Is that true?
No.
Why would you say that?
Wait, yeah, AJ, why would you say that?
Why would you say that, Chad?
Because I fucking hate you.
It's too mean.
Yeah, that was-
Too mean.
Yo, so that lady took that cat today. I don't know if anyone told you.
What lady?
I don't know, some lady that I
lady
met
that goes
today.
around taking care of all the cats.
Are you talking about the Windjammer?
Yeah. That black, you know, there's those two cats.
I thought you were going to take one.
No, he was going to take him to the Humane Society.
I was gonna take him
Yeah.
to the main side, but she said she can do it right now, and she took him when I was literally like saw her outside, and she literally stopped and just asked me randomly, like in her car, was just like, "Hey, are you that guy that has that cat?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, you're that."
Is it the
Talk to
woman
Evan?
Julie?
It's not Julie.
No, it's not Julie.
I know Julie.
Woman's nuts still.
She's all right.
This woman was like kind of older and drove a car with a cat emblem on the back.
She volunteers for the animal
Yeah.
shelter,
Well,
so
that's
she's
nice.
like, I can take it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you very much, because the cat had fleas and it had mites.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
And I didn't want to deal with that right now. So she's gonna, you know, obviously they're gonna take care of everything today, and cats get adopted real quick.
Yeah.
Where will you be when diarrhea strikes?
Hopefully,
Apparently in
at
the middle
home.
of a fucking podcast.
Yeah. Explosive.
That was some quick diarrhea, Dave. You know, you didn't have to fucking.
It was not, dude. No, listen.
Dude, squish and
I
flip.
don't want to listen to this.
My new diet has got me fucking projectile shitting like a penguin.
Dave's
Dude,
like,
this
all
is
I eat
like a
is whey
penguin?
protein.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, liquid thunder.
Have you ever seen a penguin shit before?
No, Dave. What the?
Okay.
I don't want to
Dude,
talk about it either.
This is, no. Listen. So evolution
I'm
is
gonna go to
crazy.
the bathroom.
Evolution is amazing.
I'm gonna come with you.
Just us girls. So
We could slap it around.
evolution is an amazing.
You don't have to go to the
thing.
bathroom for that.
All right.
I'm not going back.
So just watch
JJ,
your
finish those fries, please.
So you know how penguins? You've seen like March of the Penguins, or how penguins basically have to stand still for like months or weeks at a time for the eggs to hatch.
Are you saying they shit all over each other?
Well, no.
They waddle with them.
They basically stay still, but they have to basically stay at their nests for a long period of time. And so, like, if you're having to stand there for days at a time or weeks at a time, you basically, if you have to shit, you have two options. Either you either shit yourself and shit on the egg, or you leave the nest.
I would
to
shit
go
on the egg.
Well, either that or
Wow.
yeah. Well, either that or you leave the nest.
On the egg?
I made the egg. The egg is one with me, and so is the
No.
shit.
The male's carrying the,
The male's
egg.
carrying the egg for the female.
Oh, well then perfect. I don't gotta do shit.
Yeah.
What?
So
Am I
either,
the male in this situation?
yes.
I'm shitting on the egg.
So either your two options are shit on the egg or leave the nest to shit. However, other penguins will steal their eggs.
Yeah, I know that.
That's
shitty.
Yeah,
Because
because
You don't got enough eggs?
no,
because
because
they
if
could lose their egg.
If they lost their egg to like some horrible scenario, they want to have an egg, and they don't want the mom to be pissed when they get home. So they'll steal.
Where are
other
they?
eggs.
The moms are out fishing.
They're fishing for food.
Haven't you ever watched that movie?
Oh, man, it's been so long, dude. That movie came out like 15
Yeah.
years
You know
ago.
what? I'm not talking about March of the Penguins.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Happy Feet? Where he's a penguin?
No, I haven't seen Happy Feet.
That's why he's got like a stuttering foot, pretty much.
Yeah. So
Well, I don't. What do you
Because they
mean, pretty much?
Because they
why?
left him out in the cold too long
Oh,
without protection. The egg rolled away and the penguin waddled to him, but it took too long for him to waddle. And then when he finally got him warm again, it may have been too long, and they thought it was going to be a stillborn, but he came out.
just came out with a fucked up foot.
Fucked up foot.
Yeah.
He likes to dance.
So
That penguin can dance.
yeah. So penguins had eventually evolved and
Okay.
developed an amazing ability.
Wait a second, real quick, because I remember more of the movie now. The movie,
Okay.
it's kind of like Footloose for penguins because no one's allowed to dance.
Footloose for penguins.
Footloose for penguins.
It's kind of like Footloose for penguins because the elders are kind of like
Assholes.
yeah, they're
Wow.
these assholes that like make them sing like the gospel, like to believe in like God to like get rid of
Where's
like
your
the
pen?
tundra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the camera.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, you're the worst. I'm telling my
Touch
Footloose.
the camera.
He's telling us Footloose penguin story.
This heat sinks are amazing. You're doing great.
Sorry, I thought I was a big roach.
I guess that's really the end of my story.
No, go ahead. So penguins, Footloose.
Penguins Footloose, and then at the end of the story, he convinces them to dance, and the penguins dance,
And they're happy.
And they all dance and
And
they're
they're
all
all
happy.
happy,
And then they
yes.
get visited by geologists.
and then
Right.
they get visited by geologists that
was-
see them all dancing. And,
Well, who's the bad guy?
oh, the elders.
The elder penguin. Yeah.
They don't like it when
The
he
boomers.
dances.
The boomers are the bad guys, as always. It's no longer the Krauts. It's no longer them Reds.
It's just the boomers.
It's just the boomers. And it's going
Yeah.
back to the commies again.
Yeah.
McCarthy 2024.
Yes.
So the penguins evolved and developed this amazing ability to be able to
Dance.
projectile shit, because birds don't piss. They just
They have one hole.
eject everything.
They do.
So,
They have one hole. Birds have one hole.
So penguins figured out how you can projectile shit.
All right.
So happy I learned this.
Yeah, here we go.
Is it gonna be right into that other one's face?
Oh my god.
So they just projectile shit.
Oh.
His fucking anus like bugs out.
Like prolapse.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see a
It's a
fucking.
prolapse.
Oh, that was a good angle. That was a clean angle.
Dude, this is great.
This is great.
No,
This
he
is like-
definitely got that other
I can
one.
like hear it.
Look at how
So
pissed he is.
now the egg is clean. Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
Oh, look at the little baby.
Look
It's
how
so
cute he
cute.
is.
Aw, it's not cute anymore. The
Oh,
little,
that's a bad angle. That's not a good.
the little whale
Oh
tag after.
no. Oh! Turn it off!
Turn it off! Turn it off!
I didn't look.
Turn it off! Right now!
God.
Turn it off!
Let's watch that in slow motion.
No.
Why would you do that? That was disgusting. That might have been the worst thing I've seen on this podcast.
Oh,
That's gross.
and that's amazing. That's an amazing investment we've made already.
I hate you.
I
dude.
hated
So-
every second of
So
that.
here's the
I-
great.
Did you write
didn't
off
like
this
it.
laptop?
Yes. Yeah, I did. It's a business expense. So now, literally, what's going to happen is that our reaction is going to be filmed on the main screen, and that video will be cut into a screen on the corner, so you get to see what we're reacting to.
Great.
Oh my God! So for those of you who are listening from the podcast, whether it be Spotify or iTunes or anything like that, we're actually now on video. We have this awesome 3D action cam that is able to capture.
Can you see me
everything
playing
going
with
around.
myself underneath table?
Always.
Oh.
There's another
Yeah,
camera
our
underneath.
next, our
The
next.
crotch cam.
Oh shit! Then me and JJ have a lot to explain.
That's on the crotch channel.
There's really nothing. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think there's anything to.
But no, that's the thing. We are able to basically capture everything. Instead of it being multiple cameras, it's actually one single camera that's able to rotate and see all of our reactions.
So next video is 2 girls, 1 cup, except it's 2 of us.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In like 360.
Great.
Yep, absolutely. And we also have this awesome laptop that we're able to actually like pull videos up and pull information up if we're trying to research something. We don't have to just pull it out of our ass or say we can't remember it.
It's a lot of weird tabs.
But what I also
Asian
like
ass
about
porn.
having the laptop too is me not utilizing it.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
can't touch it.
No, but I don't want to. Which is the point I'm trying to make, is that anytime I think of something, I'm going to tell just Dave, look it up.
Yeah, Google it.
And that'll be my superpower. is
Yeah, there you
Dave.
go.
My superpower. How is that a superpower?
Well, it's a superpower.
He gets to tell people what to do.
And it works.
Makes them feel good.
Makes me feel great.
This
Oh, I get it. Never mind.
yeah. But no, during the off season, I actually got to meet several people who like I've worked with or who like I've seen on my shift and everything have actually listened to the podcast. Mm-hmm. Especially the I just told them to go right to the highlight one or the best of, and they kept coming. Everyone who kept like coming back to me was like, "Dude, this is fucking hilarious. It's awesome. You guys are such an interesting friend group." And I was like, "There's nothing I've ever heard like." It's like, really? It's like, yeah, like my friends and I are kind of like that sometimes, but we never record it. And I'm like, well, maybe you should. Because it's fun. Like I really enjoy being able to hang out with you guys, building this shit and creating a really cool
Buzzsprout.
podcast. Exactly.
Howdy. You're on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And that
We
was,
definitely have some good memories.
Oh yeah. I mean, like it's a really cool thing for friends to do. Like it's really interesting to be able to see groups of friends be able to come and do things.
Yeah, I was
know,
gonna
right?
say, stop using that word.
I know you've used it like 4 times.
Yeah.
And like I mean, I personally don't mean it.
I couldn't look any of you in the eye.
No, but they don't.
People who I've come to call coworkers.
No, I was actually looking up something that was like sort of reminding me of it. There was this group of parrots.
No, we don't need to
Work
see it.
proc- Proximity associates.
It's not a video. There was an article about at the British Zoo. There were 5 of these fucking parrots that had to be separated from each other because they all learned how to curse, and so all they would spend all day doing is just cussing at each other and cussing at people that were walking by.
I just picture the night jander sitting there in front of all 5 parrots and just going fuck, 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 fuck.
They look like African gray parrots. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah, but apparently people would be
I
walking
genuinely
by.
think that's what they are.
People would be walking by, and the parrots would just yell at them, tell them to fuck off. Like, and people would laugh, and so the parrots get positive reinforcement, and so the parrots would learn how to curse at each other and how to curse at people who were walking by, and everyone would love it. But like people, of course, would complain. So they had to physically separate these parrot friends away from each other so it wouldn't do it. But just imagine walking by and a bird just going, "Fuck off! Fuck off!"
It's actually the African gray parrot is the most talkative parrot. I want to get one.
They're insanely smart. And they can live for 50 years?
They live for a while.
Yeah, they live an insanely long time.
Big birds can live a while.
Yeah, but I don't like birds that much. They're so nasty.
I don't like birds as pets. I just don't get it. Like,
Well, if you had a bird that was this big and it talked to you all day,
I guess.
you tell me what pet you're gonna get that you can have an actual conversation with.
I mean, Carl's good at keeping up. Like,
Yeah. My cats keep secrets. I mean,
Dave's like, I should blank that one. What kind of secrets do your cats keep, David?
ask them. They won't say shit. If I had a parrot, he'd say everything. Just imagine, if you kept a parrot. If you kept a parrot and he was in your bedroom and stuff, and all of a sudden you hear people come over, and you're just like, "Not in the ass, not in the ass, just a finger, just a finger."
I knew a guy that had 3 parrots. They were pretty cool. They get very territorial and violent, though.
Yeah.
Very violent and territorial.
Why don't we just get a pet chimp at that point?
I want a
Because
pet monkey,
chimp's
dude.
gonna fling
no.
poop around.
They're
No,
insanely aggressive.
you can get, who cares? Man, I have a half pit bull, half German shepherd that's unfixed. He's super aggressive. I tried to fight with him the other day, just joking around. He grabbed my shirt and dragged me across the living room. I was like, well, I got to fix that.
Your dog's
would,
we don't negotiate with terrorists here, boy.
I'd get a 3-toed sloth before I get a chimp.
You've said that so many times. How you
Don't
wanna
they
get
have
a
claws?
They've got 3 toes.
Yeah, but they have claws.
They're not really claws.
They have sharp.
They're not sharp. They're hooked for hanging.
They're more like a tool than a weapon.
They're more like a hook. Yeah, they're a hook. They're not like, they don't scratch with
I
them.
was picturing like a fucking saber tooth.
You gotta think they're herbivores. They eat leaves and shit. They're not.
But
They don't really have any predators.
But no, chimps are insanely fucking aggressive. There was a guy, like people used to, keep monkeys, and then when they get too big, you can't take care of them.
Oh yeah, what about
Yeah. So
Justin Bieber? He had a monkey and he
so did Michael Jackson.
abandoned it
Yeah, that sucks.
at
But
an
no,
airport.
So they
Weird.
What?
Yeah, dude. You didn't know that? Justin
No.
Bieber had a chimp and he abandoned it in the airport.
That's fucking ridiculous.
He
Yeah, and then
abandoned it in an airport.
And then another celebrity went out and found it and forced it back on him
Wow. Well,
Will
good
you
for him.
At
will you
his
Google
roast.
this?
at
Yeah.
his roast.
I have to. We can absolutely look at this.
Yeah, look up the roast of Justin Bieber. They talk about it on there.
Yeah, but it's stupid. Like, they do something like that on that, but it's like you're glorifying the guy anyways.
Yeah.
No, chimps are fucking insane. Justin Bieber pet monkey still has issues after 5 years apart. So he abandoned him in Germany. Oh, it's a little monkey.
Yeah, dude, it's like
It's a little
really
tiny
tiny. It was
monkey.
like a trained monkey that would wear a diaper and crawl all over him.
Yeah, he's so
And
cute.
it was imprinted. He imprinted on the monkey because he got it so young.
Yeah.
And then he abandoned it.
Yeah, he left it in an airport in Germany. What a fucking dick.
Yep. And then
It's a capuchin monkey. Yeah. They're tiny. They're little guys. But no, chimps are fucking nasty aggressive. Like, so as a story, it's like this guy raised this chimp, and he had to turn it into like a sanctuary for chimps. And every year on the chimp's birthday, he would bring the chimp a cake. And, chimps will eat stuff like that. And he probably made him like something specifically for monkeys. But the other monkeys got so fucking jealous that he would bring him something. They cornered the guy, tore him apart, tore his face off, tore his fingers off, ripped his dick off, and ripped half of his fucking teeth out. They got super aggressive. Apparently, like, chimps don't like the fact of like being shown favoritism.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they do that,
they
they
get
get-
very jealous and shit.
Yeah. And they know what you cherish. Like, so they'll go after you. If you try to cover up your face, they'll go after your face. If like they know your fingers are important for doing things and your dick is important. So they'll go after the things you hold true, like hold close to you. So they're aggressive and they're jealous as fuck. It's
They
crazy.
did this to a different monkey or to a person?
To the guy who gave his friend monkey the cake. They cornered the guy in the enclosure and ripped him apart.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They
He
ripped
couldn't
the dude
fight
apart.
against these monkeys?
No, dude, chimps
Do
are
you
fucking
fight against the
massive.
fucking...
Oh, a chimp.
Yeah, chimps.
Oh, yeah, they
of
killed
chimps.
him.
Yeah, no, they almost did. He survived.
He could survive
He's had
without
to
a
have
dick.
like a ton. He's had to have a ton of surgeries for his face
Yeah,
and
but
everything.
would you want to?
Yeah, no,
Is
kill
that
me.
surviving?
Like chimps
You get
are
the- Go
Actually,
through the
you know
catalog
that
of
you know that
synthetic
they do
dicks.
that. The child predators. That's an option. Is getting castrated.
castration. Yeah, Florida does it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Texas does it too. I love Texas.
Yeah, chemical castration.
Chemical castration.
Like,
Eventually, it just
They
falls
don't.
off.
They don't like.
Stop.
Yeah.
I know.
Stop.
Why would you... I don't want to know
Like,
these things
I-
even.
It's child predators. They do it too. So
I
you
don't
should
care.
be happy.
Shut up.
I can
My-
feel it in my own testicles.
My vision is they have him like stretched out like
No,
a curtain,
Dave.
and they start lowering his nuts into a vial of acid.
That only makes I tried to like cover my ears. It only made it louder.
I imagine a little guillotine like this big that you're
And it's dull. Whoops! only got one.
Yeah.
Reset.
One of my
5
favorite,
minutes.
One of my favorite Robin Williams jokes is how they said that they were going to how the Catholic Church should handle pedophile priests, and have like these old conservative Irish priests go into the church. Like, as you can see here, we've all got Father McGillicuddy up on the cross here. Yes, we know the irony, but guess what? Don't worry. And we're gonna bring up little Timmy. And Timmy's going to stab him in a few times. We're gonna see. Well, of course you can stab him wherever you'd like. It doesn't matter. I'm turning British slowly.
I was wondering
I
where
like
your
that.
accent was
Alright.
devolving to.
I don't know. I'm
Kill
good
all
at
the
doing-
priests.
I'm good at doing accents for a very brief amount of time, but then it always goes to like Cockney British,
Cockney British.
Cockney British.
like old British bulldog, like good God, man, boom!" Like that's what it eventually turns into.
Oh, shit, good God, man.
A wiggly necked Churchill.
Yeah, exactly. Like bulldog jowls, stogie in his mouth about this. It's not like the size of a hot dog.
Arm the cannons and prepare to fire.
Sean Connery himself, right there. Scottish, but still close enough.
So Chad, how's the new job?
It's good. I like it. Hopefully, I'm starting the day shift soon.
No need to brag, guys.
I'm surprised they even let you that close to a school.
You want one of my jobs? I'll give you one of my jobs.
My one, yeah.
I've got a bunch of them in the closet at home.
All right, I'm gonna need you to deal something. I'm just kidding.
I only deal with drugs that I put up my butthole.
Weird.
Only way to deliver them.
Weird coincidence.
Weird. I only like getting my drugs delivered from someone's butthole.
Yes, it's the extraction that he enjoys more than
Yeah.
the drugs itself.
I mean, if you're gonna do something you love.
All right, Chad, about your job. You like
No,
it? You like
I can imagine JJ sewing up to a drug deal and be like, "All right, man, did I have to put him up my asshole though? Dude, nobody told you to put him up your asshole."
He's like, no, that costs extra.
Looking around, everyone's like, "No, I didn't tell him
No,
that.
who told you to do that?
I thought it was a thing."
I thought someone told me to do that.
You hold Met? Yep.
There's definitely got to be a South Park episode about that.
There's something. There's always something to get shoved up people's asses in South Park.
Dude, the very first episode is about something getting shoved up somebody's asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Cartman gets an anal
Coming
probe.
with an anal probe, yeah. Remember when Mr.
That's the first episode?
Yeah,
That is.
that was. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Season 1, episode 1.
How about
That's
the
why that episode looks like it's actually made of cardboard, because it's actually made of cardboard.
cardboard cutouts? Yeah, it was
It's the only
pilot.
episode that's actually made of cardboard, because it's the pilot episode.
Yeah, they had to pitch it to Comedy Central from that, and that's the only way they could
Yeah,
do
they
it.
made that episode themselves before any funding,
Yeah.
with still frames and cardboard. That's why they have that one episode that explains how to make that kind of animation.
Yeah. Stop motion.
Is it stop motion? No, it's not stop motion.
It is
Stop-
stop
I
motion.
think
Stop,
it is,
stop
yeah.
motion
But
cardboard.
Stop
Right,
motion
stop
would be
motion
like
paper.
where you take a picture, move stuff a little bit, take a picture, move stuff
I mean,
a
it
little
is
bit.
stop motion.
Yeah,
it's
that's what it
stop
was.
motion. I'm thinking with the clay and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Claymation.
Claymation, yeah.
But claymation is stop motion.
Yeah, it's also usually stop motion.
My ex went to that school for photography.
Dude,
and
that's a
shit.
great story.
And so I would always sit on some of her classes just for the hell of it. And so I learned a shitload about photography to
Yeah.
the point that I like started doing her homework. And I'm like, man, I actually know shit about photography.
I think that's one of the things, like when you don't have the pressure to like cram information down your throat for like quizzes and tests and homework, and you can just appreciate it. That's why I audited several classes in college.
I
and
took a
loved it.
shitload of extra classes, whatever they were called.
Extracurriculars or audits or whatever it is, depending on if you got credit or not.
I got credit for all of them. 'cause
So
they're
it's just
all-
extracurricular.
But yeah, no, they were. I always wanted to like sit in on like adult ed classes for like random subjects, you know.
I sat in-
like go get a real estate
Oh,
license
yeah.
because it's only like 3 classes.
Yeah.
Let's go become notaries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go become a notary, like stupid shit like that. Just do like everything.
I'll be a notary. We can all notarize each other's things.
You can legally. You
We
can
all
almost-
notarize each other's work. It's official.
It'll be like that episode of Futurama. Who wants to be the top notary? But wait, that means we also have to learn how to
Oh,
limbo.
speaking of Futurama, and we were talking about good dogs, Seymour Butts.
See
He
more
was
butts.
he was a
He
good boy.
waited 1,000 years. What do
Well,
you mean?
He died. He
Nah,
died
he-
after like
well,
probably.
He was
3
12.
Yeah.
He died when he was 12. But no,
What a great episode.
Yeah.
What a great episode.
That's really sad. You know, that's based off of a dog who kept waiting for its owner by a
Yeah.
train station in Japan, I think it is.
Something like that. And Fry
Yeah.
had the decency to like, hey, he lived a good life. I'm gonna let him melt in the lava.
Yeah.
And not bring him back. I think that was really nice.
Good
those,
boy.
Those shows had like really like Futurama had some really like good
Deep
endings.
moments, yeah.
moments.
Yeah, like the
too,
end of the
yeah.
series was actually fucking insane. Like Fry and Leela lived like an entire life together, and they had to go back and do it all over again. They're like, I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing.
I
'Cause
am
they get to
glad
live
that
all their
Comedy
stuff
Central
together.
picked it up to finish it.
Yeah.
It's well done. I mean, it's really good to see like some shows getting picked up to like really, leave off and let fans actually enjoy it. Like Dexter's coming back.
Yep.
I'm actually really excited for that because the
I
ending
hope
of
they
Dexter.
don't try to politicize that stupid shit.
Well, the end of Dexter ended so horribly, and I'm not gonna. No one needs to be spoiled, but like it's really crappy the way it ended. But now they have an
I
opportunity.
think you
to
can
really
say how it
highlight stuff.
ended.
I mean, I know some
It's
people are
been
gonna watch it to prep for the new stuff.
Yeah.
The
But,
show
like,
ended 5 years ago.
It was disappointing.
Over
Let's just say
5 years
it was
ago.
disappointing. So like, people can now have the opportunity to say, "Hey, this
We
is
already
Dexter.
ruined that Soylent Green thing. So. 6 Sense. He's dead the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
6 Sense. that's the old Shyamalan
Big
twist.
fish. Big fish. It's all exaggerations.
One of my favorite quotes in TV was like, "The most dangerous thing to say in a movie theater isn't fire. It's Bruce Willis is dead."
Jon
like
Snow
they,
dies.
but like apparently they brought. Well, it also, ends poorly too when people try to reboot shit. Like apparently they rebooted Saved by the Bell and everyone fucking hates it.
Oh, really? Yeah, and then Full House. They did Fuller House.
And people were like,
Right, Fuller
it's
House.
mixed. But
Yeah,
like,
but I
one
thought
episode and I was
Fuller
like,
House
no.
I heard was actually pretty good.
there's some that are like,
You heard? So you didn't watch
They
it.
got
No, I
like
wouldn't.
80% of the people back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, everyone except for the twins.
yeah.
right.
Like the only fucking reason that the show was like a show.
You know what?
The two
But-
toddlers
No,
that
they
had 5
had-
lines a
they
show,
had
5
what-
lines an episode.
What was his
Yeah.
name? The dad off Full House. It's like the
Bob
really
Saget.
the raunchy ass comedian.
Yeah.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
So funny.
His fucking HBO special after Full House ended was fucking insane. Because everyone was thinking it was going to be like kind of lighthearted and everything. Family Guy comedy?
Yeah.
No. No, like, he's not a family man. He's a fucking disgusting comedian who talks about like dating 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds legally.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one episode or the few episodes that he's in Entourage?
No.
He is
He's an
a
asshole.
savage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about fucking like the madam of the house. So funny. It's like I offered her like, I don't know, stupid. I won't do it justice. Watch the show.
Is that actually a good show? Is it worth watching?
I hear it's good.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've never watched it. I've never really watched too many of the HBO shows.
Oh,
But
you-
my
I guess
thing
it's
is,
Dexter and Shameless and all those.
See, the
which
funny
show
part about
leads.
you guys watching it now as well is you could not make that TV show now.
I
course.
say that
So you
about
will-
a lot of
So
shit.
you will watch it and you will be like, "Oh my god, the things they are saying are ridiculous."
Right, like you can't remake
you're
Blazing
right. Things
Saddles.
changed fast.
Right.
You can't
Right.
make, like I'm watching The Sopranos right now. I
Yeah,
just
you just
started
can't make
watching
that
it,
shit, but-
Okay,
and you can't
it's
remake
stupid.
that.
I mean,
They make fun like Tony Soprano's like a mad racist. Like as soon as he finds out his
Yeah.
daughter's dating a black Jew, he drops some horrific shit.
yeah.
I'm just like, you can't redo that, especially for a main character.
Right.
Well, like
Entourage.
in Entourage, you know, like it's about the guy Vinny Chase, who's a movie star. So he has a superstar agent in LA.
Yeah.
And probably like from the 3rd season on, he has a very outwardly gay assistant.
Oh, okay.
And they just rip into Lloyd. Ari does. The boys don't, but Ari does the entire time. And you're watching and be like, holy shit, you could never say anything like that.
Plus, it's also probably a little misogynistic. At
Oh,
times.
it's all misogynistic every
course.
time. Like Ari Gold is just a huge piece of shit in the best way.
That's all a lot of Hollywood celebrities are. Just a huge piece of shit in the best possible
Yeah.
way.
Oh yeah. Well, of
Yeah,
course.
well, they're actual pieces of shit in real life, so there's a big difference.
Oh, there's plenty.
Wasn't The Rock in the movie version of Entourage or whatever?
No,
lot
but
of
The Rock
celebrities.
is in a Entourage-ish, like,
He's in Ballers,
yeah, exactly.
which is like a new version of Entourage.
Exactly.
That's another guy on my top 5 favorite black guy list.
What?
Are your top favorite black guys all actors?
Do you know any black people in real life?
Yeah.
You live in South Carolina.
He's like, there's Calvin, the
Oh,
guy
come
who's
on,
in the
though. I
bowling
mean-
alley.
Calvin's great. He's in the top 10, but I mean, is he better than The Rock?
I think Calvin's better than The Rock.
Well, I
Did
mean,
you guys know that Calvin's
I don't think you know
leaving
who The Rock is.
Yeah,
then.
Calvin's leaving like
to Colorado?
3 days
Like
or
I think
something. Is
today.
he?
Today,
or something.
tomorrow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, moving to Colorado. He's been posting about it all over Facebook.
Yeah.
What's
For
a
what?
Facebook?
What's he leaving for?
What's a Facebook?
I don't know, for a better city.
Better.
different
I don't know.
city.
Just
What's a Facebook?
Or more suitable city to him.
I don't know. I just know what his preference
I don't
is
know.
or what
just
like
so he
his
can smoke
career.
pot.
Probably just a pot.
Well,
Just the pop.
dude, like that's
But
that's
no
that's
idea
a big
because he
reason.
wants to. I don't know why I moved from Syracuse to South Carolina.
Yeah, New Jersey.
because I said, hey, why don't you just move? It
I
doesn't
just
suck
kind of
all the
moved.
time.
I didn't want to be one of those
AJ,
people.
what city are we going to next?
I didn't want Texas, somewhere in Texas. I
I'm
didn't,
thinking Texas.
or Montana, like middle of nowhere.
Dude, we can get it.
Montana.
We can get a ranch out.
You can
in
work at a
Montana.
bar.
Whoa, Dave.
You can work in a restaurant. I can become a cop or something. I don't know. Yeah, right. No drug test, right? Right, man. You got any coke?
Where's the evidence room?
Got a key for this? No, but I mean,
I'm gonna
what
need a
really
key.
persuaded you to move down here? Evan calling you at 9 a.m.
Evan calling me at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. You're
Hey,
like, hey, are you ready? Do you want to go to South Carolina like right now today? Like, I kind of like, I feel like we should just go right now.
AJ's down there. We can sleep on his couch. I guess.
Do you
I
want
got no job.
Be ready in an hour.
Do you want to not have the bottom of your vehicle rust in a year? You know?
right.
Do you want to not have it suck for 6 months out of the year of just gray cold? Do you want to live in a place
I don't know
where the
why
only
I actually
hobbies
moved
aren't
here. I just kind of picked up and wanted to move here.
Oh yeah.
Do you also really?
Had nothing to do with warrants.
Hey, I mean, we can celebrate. You're all good.
Yeah, no, I got rid of all my warrants. I got rid of everything. I have my license down here and everything.
And now your sister's in jail, so the whole universe is perfectly balanced
No,
again.
she got out somehow.
What?
I don't know how, man.
How many
She
people
got
did
out.
she shiv to get out?
There's just like a giant hole in like a brick wall somewhere. Alarms going off.
We don't know if she escaped or what.
We knock on Goose's door tomorrow. It's ajar, and we open it, and Goose is tied up. It's like, she's promised sex. She promised she'd fuck me. It's a lie.
Goose
Yeah,
has
what's
gone.
up with
Goose has gone to different states for girls. He would
Oh
break
my
What's
God.
up with What's up with the time that he made out with your sister, dude?
Oh, she was pregnant. It's fine. It's cool. They were drunk at a bar.
Yeah, that's a great story.
That's the whole story. And then we got kicked out of the bar.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shocker. You in a bar with your sister?
It's funny. Me and Evan and Kendra and Goose were all there, and none of us. We were literally like, we got in a fight like 4v4 with a bunch of bouncers.
Right.
And Kendra's like bashing people over the head with like fucking beer bottles and shit. Dude was unconscious. The first dude that walked up, like the 4 bouncers walked up and they like didn't say anything. They were like, "Are you done yet?" about something. And I thought they were talking to someone else, but I thought they were talking to Evan.
Right.
So I just railed off and knocked the dude out. And the way Evan tells it is I sent the dude sleeping. And his 3 friends are like, "The fuck is going on?"
So wait.
And they just tackled us. And none of that got us kicked out. Like,
So wait.
dude snoring going down.
So when you say 4 on 4, you mean Goose was in that fight, or Goose was
Goo-
watching?
no, Goose backed out.
Okay,
Goose
I
walked
I was
away.
gonna say, there's no way.
No, Goose walked
Right.
away. But our random crazy
love
friend,
Goose.
this random called Queen D is what we called her.
I'd walk away
At
too.
the end,
So would I.
took a glass right at the end and threw it at the bartender who had nothing to do with it.
That sucks.
And hit the bartender. And he's like, "All right, you guys are out now."
Yeah.
Like, not the fight, but because you assaulted the bartender.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
They let us take our drinks to go, though. So it was cool.
Nice.
He let you take them, or you just took them?
No, they have plastic cups by the door up north, so
Now-
you just pour your drink in the plastic cup.
Is it true that they also have an upside down stoplight in that
Yeah.
town?
Yeah, they do.
It's like an
super
Irish,
dangerous.
It's like an Irish thing.
If
isn't
a
it?
fucking colorblind person drove through there, they're definitely gonna die. They are 100% dead.
Colorblind people should die. So it doesn't
Man, I'm partially colorblind.
The story
You should
is a
die
bunch
for a
of
lot more reasons than being colorblind.
Yeah, the story.
a bunch of Irish people didn't like the fact that the
red was
color
above the
red
green.
was above the color green, so they went and turned it around, so green would be above red.
That's
why
hilarious.
don't
They did
they
it all the
just
That's the
time.
IRA.
swap it?
That's the IRA deal.
They did it constantly.
What do you mean?
Why don't they just fix it?
Because it'll just happen again.
Because now it's a like
Now it's like
national
it's in a
landmark.
historical landmark. Like this happened like over 100 years ago.
And it's on an all Irish hill. It's
Yeah.
called Tipperary
A bunch
Hill.
of dumb alcoholic mix decided they were going to cause shit to
Yeah.
happen, and they decide, you know what? Let's just not piss him off. Let's just let him kill themselves.
Nobody
up
was
there.
and then
going
they
over
put
there besides the
statues and
Irish.
shit. They have like statues about it all around it and stuff. It's weird.
A statue of a fucking
guy
stoplight.
was
Yeah,
a
they have a
vandal.
statue of a stoplight and like 3 kids flipping it. Like
Well, that beats the dog statue any day. Even the Turkmenistan dog.
putting statues to vandals.
Oh, that was awesome. That was a great fucking first episode back, dude.
Oh, you were recording this?
Yeah, dude,
All right,
absolutely.
intro music. Let's go, guys.
Don't.
And we're back.
We're back. We're back, bitches. Season 2. Oh man, JJ, AJ, Chad, it's great to have you back at this humble abode. It's gonna be a fun season, dude. That was a fun episode. I like that.
Good to be back.
Absolutely. And we don't have to do it every week like we were just grinding. We'll be able to like space it out because we'll be releasing ahead of schedule.
Let's do it every day.
If we get paid to do it, fuck yeah, we'll do it every day. We'll be like our Anthony and
We'll
Opie.
start paying me.
I need a job, so yeah.
We'll be like Anthony and Opie. The first 30 minutes are just us eating oatmeal. It doesn't matter. They don't care. It's like we got time to kill. We got 4 hours to kill. Uninterrupted commercial. No commercial breaks. But either way, you guys go check us
commercial
out.
Why are we eating
We're on-
oatmeal?
That's their breakfast when they're during AM or during
He's
the radio.
saying we're just gonna start right in the morning.
Oh,
Still
let's
giving
get
it a go to
cereal.
Yeah. But no, guys, check us
Yeah,
out on
I'm not an
YouTube
oatmeal
now.
person.
We're on YouTube now because we have videos, so check it out.
What's wrong with
Mooks
oatmeal?
Podcast.
Is that like your weird gum obsession?
Oatmeal sucks.
What, you-
Gum is completely different.
I
That is
don't
a
want
public
soft
health
milk.
concern.
That's not a public health concern.
It's a
Can I
public
have
waste
soft
That's a
concern.
you
mush?
being petty.
Soft
a
mush.
public-
Soft mush. What, you
Soft
don't
mush.
like soft things in your mouth?
Soft
Do you like
mush.
mashed potatoes?
Yeah, those are
What
warm.
kind of questions are these?
Now we know that Chad doesn't eat pussy.
Bye.
You're all gonna be mad at me.
God damn it, Chad.